Hi everybody, welcome to this episode of The Kaz. In this episode, we are going to delve into the bowels of one of the buildings here in downtown Glens Falls, the Empire Theatre. There's the outside there.
Why is there head?
Want to go inside? Let's go inside for a little bit. Let's go inside for a little bit. This is a... So here's the lobby of the Empire building. Down in here there's several businesses. There's a little ballet dance studio there. There's real estate services there. And then here's the side entrance. That's the west part of the building. This elevator goes up and down. No, it doesn't. It doesn't go down to the basement, but I'll show you why in a moment. But let's just go show you where the majority of this video is going to be. We're going to be in the basement here.
Look at all tiling down there.
Yeah, look at all this old tiling. It's nice.
It even says Old Empire Theatre.
It does. So, this Empire Theatre. So let's lift this up here.
Is there a key under there? Is there a key under
Empire
the mat? Hey, is there a key under the mat?
Theatre. No keys under the mat. So let's go over here, and I'll show you what we're doing. Down this alleyway here, in between the Empire Theatre and this building.
Oh, I never walked down here before.
You never did?
No. Oh, look at that cafe sign.
A couple doors. Behind this door, you go down the steps, there's the basement of this building. So, there's that over there.
What are they doing with the sign?
So underneath here, legend has it, is a tunnel underneath South Street here that went to the Madden Theater, which used to be here. In the late 1890s, a group of area businessmen formed the Empire Estate and Theater Company. They wanted to create a venue to attract patrons and performers from near and far. As you can see here, this is what it looked like on the inside. Now it's all apartments and businesses on about 4 floors. So here we have the various rooms in the basement of the Empire Theatre. That's a piano to the left there. Some doors, lots of doors. All those stones that you see there, that stonework, those were the original, that's the original foundation, the stonework foundation of this building. When I did this, I was working for a local business, and they had storage rooms down here for the various documents, which I believe have moved since then, since I've worked there. But so one day I was over there, and I just decided to take some video, take a look around. It was a great opportunity to take advantage of. But yeah, there's various doors here. There's lots of storage, lots of junk down there. I'm not sure who stores it, whether it's different businesses or if it's the owner of the building that stores his things there. There's some supports, some windows there maybe, I'm not sure. In this room, looks like there's some kitchen sinks there, and there's a whole lot of wood, 2x4s, whatever. More stonework there, which I think is really fascinating because it's not the cinder block cement stonework that we have nowadays. It was just local stonework, just local stones that they brought in. Yeah, couldn't get into this room. Not sure what's behind this big metal door. Lots of junk. Lots and lots of this stuff. exposed piping. Lots of exposed pipe work. There's some extra stones there. To the right here is the elevator I was talking about. Going down this hallway, that's where all those storage rooms were. There's another storage room that they had for their paper, this business's paperwork. Here's the elevator that I said, while it does go up and down, it does not go down to the basement. It's a security thing. So this is headed south towards South Street. It's a whole room of gas mains going up to the various rooms up there, up above. We're heading west here along the building. This is the westernmost part of the building, probably underneath that restaurant that's that we passed going into the building. So old brickwork. It's an old chandelier. I don't think it's like super old. I think it was from one of the businesses above. I don't think it's from the 19-teens, from the vaudeville era. But lots of, really just a lot of junk on the ground. More stonework, foundation work. Oh, there's an old pipe there. Old iron pipe. There's probably some asbestos, PVC there, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of these pipes are covered with asbestos still. And still stonework. The creepy. I like it because it's kind of creepy stonework. Lots of doorknobs there. A whole bunch of doorknobs they have tossed on the ground. Lots of dust flying around. Now I know a lot of people that are into ghosts think those things are orbs, but I'm most positive that that's just dust flying around. No spirits. More old doors. Now those are the steps that go down the building. That's on the east side of the alleyway. Here's a whole room here at the bottom of the steps that are filled with electrical meters, electric meters. Security. More foundation work. That's probably right underneath the alleyway there. Right next to the alley. Now this is underneath those steps. This is, I'm not exactly sure what that is. I'm not sure if it was a pump to keep water out or some other sort of pump, but those are pumps that are constantly being used there. But that's right underneath the steps. That's right underneath the doorway there in the alleyway. And that's the landing there at the top of the steps. About those steps, there's this really loud lift that you can put boxes and other heavy objects on, and so you don't have to carry it down the steps. On the left there was a track that that lift went up and down, almost like a funiculaire, if you will. Now this looks original. I always liked this beadboard here, this wall here. I always thought that was fascinating, and the beadboard goes up into the ceiling there. But these are some more storage rooms of that business. There's some pipes and some some dials and to whatever that is. That's a whole lot of there. No idea what all that is. But if you're looking at the building, the business on the left, we're underneath that right now. And one of the things I wanted to show you here, which I was curious to see if it actually existed, was the tunnel. You can see that the businesses that are above, they will store things down here, so if people do come down here. This right here, I believe, was the passageway across South Street, underneath South Street, to the Madden Theater, where actors that acted in the vaudeville that came to Glens Falls to the Empire Theater, they stayed at this Madden Hotel. And I believe that is how they went back and forth across South Street, so they didn't have to go over the snow or in the rain or just be exposed to the public. But I think that was just a convenient way for them to get from the Madden Theater where they were staying to the Empire Theater. I mean, the Madden Hotel where they were staying to the Empire Theater. Just to be blunt, the Madden Theater, the Madden Hotel, I keep calling it theater. The Madden Hotel, unfortunately, went into disrepair. It was owned by a local slumlord, and they sold it to a local bank, wherein the bank pretty much saved South Street in a way. That part of South Street. This right here, that was also very cool to look at. This is a safe. It's a pair of safes that are here. I couldn't turn it. It's not turnable anymore. But and that's just a handle. It didn't turn at all. And here's the name of the business that made it. The Mosler Safe Company. Mosler. I really liked how it was just so fancy. How back in the 1800s, early 1900s, they would just make even safes. They would just put script on, right? It wasn't just like block lettering. Some fiberboard, but I do try to look in here. This is the door to the safe. It's a piece of foam, but you couldn't really see much in here. Going back to the Madden Theater, the Madden Theater became, oh my goodness, the Madden Hotel became a slummy, low-rent, low-income halfway house for the local. I'll be blunt. The local stayed there. They were horrible. They sat on the stoop. They yelled at people as they walked by. And the slumlord that owns several apartments in the area, and I think other local buildings that businesses are in. He sold it to a local bank, and they tore it down, thank goodness. And there's a hanging light there. I think that's what that is. I think there's a hanging light fixture. Can't really see much here, but at the end, I have several still photos I took in here, and you can see better what's in here. But honestly, there really wasn't much in here. I couldn't even fit through the door. But I have a lot of dust floating around there. But yeah, that Madden Hotel, I think that would have been really nice looking in the day if you could go in and see it and not worry about getting bed bugs or lice since then. But yeah, but this is a really rusty safe whose door is permanently open now. I wish I could see better in there. I did have my light on, but the light couldn't really throw that far. I took it on a cell phone. This is a cell phone. But yeah, right here, this must be the end of it. It's the doorway to the passageway that goes across South Street. It was bricked up. I wish I could see through it. I don't think that there's anything there anymore. Honestly, I think it's been walled up. But there is the electrical room that's underneath the steps there. Still underneath the steps with that funicular. The gas mains that supply the gas to the apartments up above. Here's the hallway. There's the T section at the end of the hallway. Opposite view of that end hallway. There's a piano on the left there in that big room when we first saw it, and just various rooms that they have for storage. It's a panoramic view of one of those rooms. There's a close up of the piano there. A really nice piano, which you can see. But that's looking down the steps. The funicular is on the right there. That tram is on the right there on the track. That's looking down the steps as soon as you walk in off the alley. More junk, 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 junk. And now this is inside the safe. It's brighter. We used flash photography here to look inside the safe. Brick on the other side there on the opposite wall, but just a lot of scrap metal on the floor. I would have liked to have known what they stored in here, what was in this safe here. whether it was money or just different valuables, or maybe it was money from the theater itself. Let me know in the comments below what you think that they stored in the safe. That's pretty much it for this episode of the Kaz. Please like and subscribe. Please watch our various episodes here on the Kaz channel. Go to archangelproductions.org. We can watch more episodes of the Kaz and the mini Kaz. Go to our merchandise page where you can get Archangel Productions merchandise. Thanks for coming. Bye.